Okay, here we go. We are now into the 9th and final season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Let's get started with the 2-part premiere, fittingly titled The Beginning of the End. Twilight is thrown into a state of panic after Celestia and Luna suddenly announce their retirement and select her to succeed them as ruler of Equestria. Meanwhile, 4 past villains are summoned by a new formidable force to join together and form a super team to take on the main 6. After sitting last season out, Joanna Lewis and Christine Sonko return to get the show's final season started with this 2-part premiere. And I am super happy to see them back because this episode is amazing. It perfectly sets up what is expected to follow as the season progresses, with Twilight instantly panicking over the sudden prospect of ruling over a kingdom, and with her friends, who now quite humorously refer to her freakout as Twilighting, all there to keep her calm and assure her that she won't have to face this by herself. These scenes, and indeed the whole episode, wonderfully encompass every way in which we've watched these characters and their friendship continuously grow over the course of the series. While this setup alone is very compelling, equally so is how it establishes its second season-long story arc, this time involving the group of villains. Chrysalis, Lord T-Rex, Cozy Glow, and a revived King Sombra are all brought together by the most legendary of all Equestria's threats, Grogar. Now, of all the characters from previous generations that have been reimagined for this series, including T-Rex, the Smooths, and even Megan in Equestria Girls, Grogar was the one I wanted to see the most. And it was worth the wait because he is just awesome. Everything from his voice to his updated design, his history, and new plans to seize control of Equestria set him up to be a terrific adversary. Maybe one of the series' best. All the returning villains make great comebacks here. Even Cozy Glow, who is actually really funny in this episode, but Sombra is definitely the standout. As he refuses Grogar's proposition and seeks to conquer by himself, this is not the same guy who just said crystals in a menacing voice back in Season 3. This time he is a more well-spoken and formidable foe, hypnotizing nearly everyone into being his followers, and stopping at nothing to take over the Crystal Empire, and later Ponyville. The result is an episode brimming with intrigue, humour, excitement and suspense. And that's only part 1. The story moves into its second half by having Sombra destroy the tree and elements of harmony. And as the main 6 witness them suddenly be obliterated right in front of them, the stakes and tension rise to the highest they've ever been. The 6 friends face their toughest challenge yet, both physically and emotionally. And throughout, the narrative delivers an astounding episode that just continues to build right up until the climactic duel with Sombra. Fortunately, the main 6 aren't alone here. Starswell, Celestia and Luna assist in helping them fight off the Everfree Forest as it spirals out of control, which is particularly effective after a moment in the first part when Rainbow Dash hilariously points out that the Royal Sisters almost never help. And even Discord takes a stand and a hit against Sombra. It always feels pretty clear that he's faking his injury, but the inspiring speech that he gives to the main 6 feels so passionate and genuine that it still strikes an emotional chord. This guy really has come a long way over the years. And the concluding scenes all do an excellent job rounding out an episode that, while fantastic in its own right, is still only a taster of things to come. Immensely entertaining and riveting from start to finish, The Beginning of the End is everything that both a great MLP episode and season premiere should be. It holds up incredibly well by itself, while simultaneously building hype for what's to follow as this final season moves ahead. The team definitely seem to be aiming to send the series out on a high note, and on the strength of this opening episode, I cannot wait to see what comes next. Bittersweet though it may be. The Beginning of the End absolutely earns the special Golden Star score of 10. I have never given a special Golden Star score to a season premiere before, but what else can I say? I loved it and I think it's one of the best, if not the best opener that the series has done. But what are your thoughts? As always, I'd love to know, so please be sure to leave them in the comments. And until next time, thank you all for watching, and keep shining on, every pony!